Good morning, it is 6:30 a.m. We're awake at 6 a.m. and today we are in the Tortuguero National Park. We've gotten up early, booked our tickets online yesterday and we're going to be here for the whole day. Basically when you pay for a ticket you can enter in the morning and I think in the afternoon, I think it's like 6 till 3 p.m. or something like that. So we're going to be here for a couple of hours. Our Airbnb host suggested that we do a boat trip in the morning and then do this later on in the day so you don't have to pay twice, but we're actually not going to do that. We're going to spend as much time as we want and as we can in the park, hoping that we see sloths and anything else we get to see. So let's go and explore. I cannot wait. Okay, so this is the start of the trail and I'm going to be looking at the treetops, looking for monkeys, birds and sloths. Jeremy has found our first sloth. We were thinking we wouldn't see anything because we've been walking for a little while now, maybe half an hour, and we've seen monkeys and that's it. So we were thinking like, oh god, we've just paid for no reason, we're not going to see anything. But there's one asleep in the tree. So we've set up the tripod. Jeremy's now setting up the camera with the lens. We are getting swarmed by mosquitoes, but we're going to try and get a video. We legit think that we are like making a documentary for the National Geographic or something, like just fully out here fighting mosquitoes, getting the content. He's just been moving, we were like, oh my god, he's moving, but he moves like his arm up or his arm down and then it's very slow, very like gentle movements. So we are getting swarmed by mosquitoes, so we keep walking. Even if we're standing still looking at a sloth, we keep walking. But a French woman just came past and she said that she saw a sloth hanging quite close, not far up here, so we're going to keep walking down the path and hopefully see some more sloths. It's funny because we're looking out for sloths in the trees, monkeys in the trees and birds in the trees, but also you've got to obviously watch on the floor. Could you hear the monkey just then, by the way? You always got to watch on the floor to see where you're going. I don't want to get bitten by ants again because I think that's what caused my rash on my face the other day. But then there's also probably snakes and frogs and like other wildlife that we're missing out on just because we're so focused on seeing sloths, monkeys and toucans. Yeah, there's lots of ants, and then also we've absolutely covered ourselves in mosquito spray, but they're still like hovering around us, so I need to make sure that I top that up however often it says on the can. I need to check actually, like if it's every 2 hours I need to make sure I do top it up, because otherwise when I get bitten I also swell and have a reaction, so I really need to be careful. I like as well that I think most people get the boat in the morning and then come to this in the afternoon. So far we've just seen that one French woman, but otherwise it's just us two and this one French woman who's gone now as well, so it's literally just us. Whereas I think probably if you come in the afternoon there might be more people, or even like, you know, 11, 12, because they finish, I think they do the boat trip like 6 till 9, have some food, then come here at like 10 or something, so I'm enjoying the fact that it's just us. But anyway, I'm going to get back to looking at the trees and I will film anything else that we see. The other thing I forgot to mention is that this place is called Jaguar Trail, and at the beginning there was a sign saying if you see a jaguar, like don't throw anything at it, don't photograph it, slowly walk away, pick up any children without bending over, things like this, and walk to the beach. And our Airbnb host showed me a video yesterday of a jaguar just outside their Airbnb, and the video is from 3 weeks ago, so there definitely are jaguars here. Because if they're telling you like how to, you know, get away from it basically. And it says like if it goes into the jungle, don't assume that it's left you. Like you still have to be careful and get away kind of thing. So I really hope we don't see a jaguar or get eaten by jaguars. That is not on my itinerary for the day. Oh yeah, and then there was a sign, I'll put the sign on the screen so you can see, but fucking hell. Okay, so I've seen a little lizard here. Here we are, National Geographic, you can hire us. We are ready. We're currently filming the lizard. I think Jeremy's probably getting quite a good video because this guy is just staying still, he's not bothered at all. Okay, so there's a sloth in this tree somewhere. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to try and find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is there, that little fur ball thing. It's a sloth. It's actually quite hard to find them because they don't move. And they also blend in quite a lot with the trees around. Like it's kind of a tree trunk colour, which obviously I guess is nature doing its thing, but there it is. So this is the mosquito dance. Two things. The mosquito spray lasts 9 hours, so we should be fine. The other thing is that Jeremy said that only 1% of the park is accessible to tourists, which is amazing because you might think like, oh, you shouldn't go national parks or you shouldn't disturb the nature, but actually we're only seeing 1% of the whole park, so that's really, really cool. And that they keep most of it protected. And I'm also really glad we've just seen 2 sloths now and a lizard, because I think if we'd have come and not seen anything, we would have been quite disappointed and sort of thought it was a waste of time getting up early, or it was a waste of time coming here, or we should have done something else in terms of like maybe the boat trip and then done this, or had a guide or whatever. But the fact that we're seeing a couple of things is really nice, and it's, like I said, it's nice that it's just us two and it's nice and quiet and things. We've got some good videos of the lizard, didn't we, Jeremy? He just stayed still and was a model. It literally looks like a photograph that's been turned into a video because it didn't blink, it didn't move. None of the leaves were moving either, so yeah, no, it's cool. We're enjoying it. You enjoying it? Good. So this might be shaky because I'm standing, or like I'm walking, because there's so many ants here, but look at that. If you can see the floor just moving. Oh my god, it's awful. Where do I go? Oh fuck.
Just running from here. Just fall on the floor.
Fucking hell. That is crazy. I have never seen so many ants in my life. Okay, that was like the ant market day on a Saturday morning. Everyone's out, everyone's doing their business. So busy, it was horrible. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've got any on me, but I need to stop standing still. I don't know if you can see the mosquitoes there as well. Also, we are now at the area where the woman said she saw the sloth. She said between 44 and 50, and I think we're now at like 46. So somewhere along here, we're close to 50, okay. So somewhere along here, there should be a sloth hanging quite low from the trees, apparently. So it's one of them where like, we know we're looking for something. We know they move slowly. So it's probably still here. We just don't know exactly where it is. So we're just making sure we look everywhere. Oh, 49, okay, so yeah, we're nearly at the end, I think. And there's these signs every, I don't know, if it's 100 metres or something. So here's the jungle. Here's number 51. And then I think there you can see, yeah, you can see the ocean. So that's just how close it all is. It's literally just ocean, beach, and then thick, dense forest jungle. We are at number 51 and we still haven't seen the hanging sloth. So I don't know if it's moved or if we've just not noticed it. They are quite hard to find, but also I now feel myself looking at the floor a lot, because when we just saw all those ants, and I think that the other day I had an ant bite reaction, I'm now like more focused on the floor, which is probably not good. I'm trying to look up, but also I just need to be careful. But yeah, we've not seen the hanging one. We've seen 2 so far, haven't we, I think? Yeah. Okay, we've just seen this green lizard here. I'm sure you can see him. Wow, that's good. So we're at number 55 and there is, I think, a turtle skeleton just laid out like this, which is so random. I was not expecting to see that. But I think that's a turtle, right? That's the spine and the bits on the side. Don't know what this bit is. And I guess that's the 4 feet, but then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So I don't fully understand, but it does look like somebody's laid it out as if so you can see it. I don't know, but this is a turtle hatching spot. This beach, I think if you come at the right time of year, you can see turtles laying eggs and you can see the babies and things like that hatching. So it does make sense that would be a turtle, but it's random that it's just laid out like this. Oh my god, I can see the ants from here. Oh god. Look at that. Holy shitballs. Oh, that is just awful. So we've just passed sign number 60 and this is the end. We haven't seen any more sloths, otherwise I would have showed you otherwise. So we've now got to walk all the way back again. I think it's been, is it 8:30 now? Yeah, 8:45, so we've been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Seen 2 sloths, 2 lizards, a monkey or 2, and that's kind of it.
And 100 things that we haven't seen.
Yeah, Jeremy was like, we've definitely seen 2 sloths and we've definitely not seen 10 sloths. Maybe 15, because they're hard to spot anyway, so I think finding you have to be quite lucky. So there's probably some that we have passed and haven't seen, same with like snakes and everything else. We have put on DEET. I'm going to link below, pop on screen here an image, and I'll link below the stuff we've been using because I've not been bitten yet, and there's thousands of mosquitoes here, so it's brilliant, but I do feel like my arm is swollen. Like, it feels hot, and I feel like it's swelling, and I don't know if that's just me freaking myself out, but like when I do that, so I was trying to show you and I can't really, but I feel like my arm here, because we like covered ourselves in mosquito stuff, it blocks all your pores, I think, and it just feels a bit swollen. So like when I do that, like that usually doesn't block, just feels a bit, and like that's usually not as puffy, so I'm feeling a bit weird about that. So I will link the spray that we're using down below if you want to use it as well, but you may swell a bit.
It's very unnatural.
It's very unnatural, it's very chemically, and you can smell it, you can taste it. I got a bit on my lip earlier and my lip felt like it was swelling a bit or like was getting warm. So it's effective for mosquitoes, but it is very strong. So I've got hiccups, what we were just saying, like talking to each other. It's really hard to spot them anyway because they camouflage really well with the trees. Obviously they don't want to get eaten by prey. Ugh, fuck off. Why the fuck am I married to this guy? Anyway, we were saying they're hard to find because they are obviously camouflaged, but also it's kind of just, there's so many trees to look at and there's so much information and all the trees look the same, so it's really hard for like 2 hours now to look at every single branch of every single tree and like analyse, is that a piece of leaf, is that a piece of whatever, or is that a sloth? And like trying to do it for 2 hours looking at every single tree, and now we're going to do it for 2 hours on the way back again as well. And like also watching out where the ants are, looking for snakes and frogs and anything else that we might see along the way, lizards and things, and monkeys, and like it's a lot to try and like stay focused and find sloths for such a long time. But we've got another 2 hours-ish. I think it might be a bit quicker probably on the way back, we'll see. But I'm starting to get hungry as well. We had dinner last night quite early because we went to bed at like 9 or 10 p.m, like quite early, because we knew we'd be getting up at 6 and I can't function if I don't get a lot of sleep. So I went to bed early, which means we had dinner early. So I'm getting hungry, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm glad we've came. Oh my goodness guys, it is 4:30. I feel absolutely wrecked. My hiccups as well. We left the park at 10:30. I came home and washed my, obviously all the stuff off my body, all the mosquito repellent, and my arm has gone back down to normal. So you can see, you can usually see my bone here, and like it's just not as puffy. So that's good. But I showered and I then basically went to bed from like probably quarter to 11 until 12:15, so like an hour and a half. I just slept. But it was one of those where like I didn't really know if I'd slept or not, but I was sort of in bed, but I think I slept. And then Jeremy got up and got some food. I got up and had a little bit of pasta that the Airbnb host brought around because they had spares. I had a couple of mouthfuls and then went back to bed because I thought I was going to throw up. Like I just feel so ill and I think my body is just like tired because we went to the beach on Sunday and my feet got bitten by ants, and then I had a big reaction on my chest and my face, like lots of spots broke out as like a hives or some sort of allergic reaction, I don't know. And then Tuesday we left, so we spent, I don't know, like 7 hours travelling or something, because we walked to the bus station, got a bus to Limon, and then got a taxi to the boat, and then got the boat to here, and then I don't even remember what we did the first night. I've probably talked about that already, but like I was tired. And then yesterday at some point I had some chicken that had been cooked in butter. I only had a little bit because I looked at it and thought that's going to make me ill. Still had it, stupidly. But that means that last night I went to bed with a sore tummy, woke up with a sore tummy, and then when we were walking around this morning I had like a bloated sore tum, and then my arm swelled up as well. So I had bites on my toes that then led to a rash on my face and my chest, I'm tired because it's the second day we're getting up super early and not sleeping as much as I usually would. I have a sore tummy from the food I've eaten, and then my arms swelled up from the stuff that I'd put on them. So like, I think my body is just like, no, we're done, we're tired, we're not doing it. So I've just been back in bed and I'm exhausted. So it's 4:30. I've just had half an avocado. I'm just going to have some papaya and we're going to go for a walk around. I think Jeremy wants to film some of the monkeys. I'd like to see a bit of the town. I don't think I'll vlog just because I'm so tired, but I'm going to pop some footage in so you can see. But yeah, I'm so tired. So I think we're going to get her to bed early tonight, and then tomorrow we will go and do a kayak or canoe trip. I don't know which one we're doing, but I think we're doing that early again tomorrow, so we're getting up at 5:30 again. So it might be the same tomorrow. I have energy in the morning and then just crash the whole day. Like, I just can't do it. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is about 6 o'clock. We got up at 5:30, met our Airbnb host outside at 5:45 and walked here. So we've come to a place to do a boat trip. We don't know if it's going to be a private tour or a group one, but we paid about $25 each for this. I think it's going to last about 3 hours. We've just been given some, I don't know if you'll see here, we've just been given some bananas. You can get coffee or tea or orange juice and some biscuits. So I had a little banana. I've got some biscuits in my bag and some orange juice to get me going for the morning. But yeah, we were awake at 4:30 because there was a monkey outside making noise for about an hour. That wouldn't have been, well, probably, maybe like from 4 till 5, and then I went back to sleep, and then we woke up again about 5:30. So a little bit sleepy, but I actually feel okay, which is really, really good. So this is the view of where we're at now. So this is like a rooftop. There are hostels and hotels that back onto the water like this. We decided not to do it just because we thought it might be too noisy with people getting up at 6 a.m. every day to do day trips. But then actually we're getting up at 6 a.m. doing day trips anyway every day, so it would have been absolutely fine. But it's cute here. It's nice to be so close to the water. So there's a couple of boats that have started going past us. We don't know, again, like I said, we don't know if we're getting a private tour or a group one, but that would be like a private tour, which would be nice, I think. So we'll see. Hi guys, I am editing this video and I realised I never finished it off, so I thought I'd come on here and talk to you about the last little moments of this video. So we got back to the mainland about 9 a.m. We decided we weren't really hungry, so we went straight to the park at about 9:15. We ended up seeing a hummingbird, which was really nice. I'm going to include some photographs and things. We then saw a group of monkeys, which was also so nice. I think there was about 10 of them in total. We then went to see the sloth that we saw the first day, the very first sloth that we saw. Went back there, took photographs, stood and watched it. And then we walked through and we saw the sloth that the person had mentioned the previous day that we were looking for. I think it was around number 45 or something like that. And I kept saying to you in the vlog, I'm still looking out for this sloth, I can't find this sloth, I don't know what this woman was talking about, I don't know where it is. Well, we were walking along the path and there was some people stood watching this sloth and we were like, oh my god, that's the sloth she was talking about. So it was there, it did exist. It was so beautiful because it was quite close to the path. And also when we arrived, it was hanging, which is obviously what you see sloths do on documentaries and drawings and photographs and things, they're always hanging. So it was so nice to see it up close and personal like this. Obviously it wasn't close enough to touch, but it was still close enough to be able to see, and it was just such an amazing moment. So we sat there for I think about half an hour watching this sloth. It would scratch itself, it would climb up and like sit, it would then hang again. And so it was so nice to set up the camera and get some really nice videos. We also got some great photographs as well. So it was honestly, it was really amazing to see that sloth. We then carried on, and I don't think we saw the one that we'd seen the day before. So we kind of just went back, had lunch. And then because we had access to the park, we went back in again in the afternoon at about 2:30, 3 o'clock time. Again, went back to see the sloths. We were walking around with our camera and getting lots of pictures and videos and things. And then after we finished in the park, we thought it'd be a nice idea to walk along the beach. And as we were doing that, we saw some parrots, which was amazing. So we ended up following them. They were kind of on the beach and they flew to, I don't know, some buildings. So we kind of like, oh my God, quick, let's go, like chase after these parrots. And then once we got there, they flew somewhere else. But they flew to, I think it was like an almond tree or something on the beach. And there was 4 of them, I think, and they were there for about half an hour, if not longer. So we set up the camera, got lots of pictures and videos, and it was so nice to see them up close and see them dropping the fruit that they'd been eating, and you could hear them squawking and things like that. So it was honestly so much fun. So the next vlog that you're going to be seeing is the next 2 days, I think, from Tortuguero. We stayed, I think, 4 days in total. So the next video is going to be the rest of this vlog. I didn't want to have a whole 1 hour vlog. I thought it'd be best to break it up into 2. So I really hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.